Hello, hello, good morning. Hello, Luma Code. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday. It is almost all the way through the week. I'm a bit tired today. So my brain hasn't kicked into full gear yet. Ended up accidentally staying up way too late last night, like 11:30 or so. Before I was able to start falling asleep, and that was it's not leading to the most productive morning. I've already sort of screwed up my morning routine once by just sort of forgetting to do something. So that's cool. Also shows me that those habits aren't as fully formed as I was hoping they would be. Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, we inserted all of our resources into the world yesterday. So if we actually run this, you open into the zombie simulator. Perfect. Okay, so if I do cargo run, this should get a printout of everything that's in the world now, because we have all of these resources, which is great. Something that I realized during this that we needed to answer questions for, or potentially would have questions for. I think we should write down is I want to note, where is it? It's gonna be in this project list. Level up your game skills. So I want maybe more like toggle. It's like these are questions. As I'm thinking about them, is going to be this up. Okay. So questions here is essentially going to be what questions should we create? Essentially, it'll become like the video chapter list, right? Like obviously we have the introduction, but what is ECS was something we answered. Why use ECS? Let's see. And then I guess a dynamic or static dispatch was I think one of the biggest questions we answered yesterday. Now we did previously in the original BBECS, we did static dispatch, and we're gonna try dynamic dispatch this time to see how much better it is, if it is better. Okay, so we load up all of the resources. It might be nice to start loading up. Well, I think what we can do is maybe do the query those resources, get those out, because if we want the size of the environment to be set up there, I think we do. We want to be able to display the screen at the right resolution, and also display the what is it called? The background color, I think, is the only one we really care about in there. So in our zombie simulator, we're gonna need to set up everything and then call run on this. So for the main library, let's actually now import the event handler for main state. Gives us this. So you become context. Update. We don't have anything for you right this second, but we will. For draw, we do. So we're going to do a graphics clear. Context, and then this is where we need the color from. So we actually need to get this out of the world. So we need a way to get that out. Okay, so that's good. Nope. Stop. Do what I want, not what I commands I give you. So we need the actual color set up here. And then we're going to do a graphics present. Okay, and let it return whatever that is. Okay, so we need our color. Now, I can just sort of temporarily set this. Let's just do white. And then let's also let that just be so it doesn't have an error. Let's go and like figure out how we're gonna query this out. Like how are we gonna get a how are we gonna get an item out of the whatever it's called, the resource? I think it's just gonna be like get, and then we hand it the name, and obviously it's just gonna get us the RC rep cell. So I think that's all we really need to care about here. Yeah, I think so. So let's head back into our BBECS. So in the main library, we're gonna have to have a get here that goes in and calls this get. So hub function. So we're gonna get a get resource. So this actually only needs to be a reference to self because these are all in RC ref cells. That's actually going to make it a little bit easier. We don't need writable access. So we have a reference to self, and then we have the name, which does this impl to string. So that's also important for us. We're going to return an RC ref cell dying resource. Absolutely, yes. So then we're going to do self to data, get name to string close. So first of all, you actually, okay, we need impl to stir. I don't know if there is a trait for to stir. I don't think that even exists, does it? So probably to string is what we're gonna have to do, and then we'll reference that. It is not ideal. Because then we can just do self.data.get, and this is gonna have to do an option wrapped around it, because what if we don't find it? So okay, self.data.get. And then this is going to be name dot toString, and then we're going to reference that. Expected is found. Okay, so found option. Oh, and then it's this this reference to that. So I actually want to clone this out there. Okay, so if let sum, this is basically data equals to you. So we get that. We're going to sum data clone. Okay, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, none. Okay, that works. So we're going to go into our main library and function get resource. You want to take in, no, we're not taking ownership. So. Okay, so then we're going to take name, which impulse string to string. That's fine. And we're going to turn an option of a resource. That is not correct. It is an option. So, but it's going to be an option with an RC, the ref cell, and then inside of here, it's going to be a dyn resource. And then we do self.resources to get this name. I don't even need to do the unwrap or else. I could just do the get name and end there. Sources, get name, and that's it. Okay, so now we should be able to query for this in our main library. So right here we have access to the world. Do self world dot get resource. The name is going to be resource name. I want background color. Now this should not fail for us. I'm going to do an expect so I can give a message, which is did not find background color. Okay, so that gives us this RC rep cell. So then I want to borrow that. Okay, which gives us this ref dyn resource. And so now I should be able to just destructure that here. You are oh no, okay. So for the background color resource, oh, maybe I need like a function in here for like to get it out. I think that's what I need to do. I need to have like some kind of function in the trait to like extract out. So like maybe like take or clone. I don't know if clone makes sense because it might be mistaken with something else. Take, I don't want to actually take, I want to get a clone. So like let's try like a get that just returns like a reference to it, and we'll see how that works. So where is our, oh, this is actually not in this app. This is in our resources here. Here's this trait. We want you to have a function. Let's just get. So we're going to take in a reference to self, and we're going to take it. And it's like, no matter what, we're still going to run into a problem here. It's like, it's happy until I like try to extract it out. And then it becomes like, well, what's the return type? What do you become? Let's see. So you are. You're this color. How would I tell it? How would I get like the original type back? Is there a way for me to do that? I don't think there is, right? So we have this ref, dine resource. Yeah, I don't think I have like the original. I don't think I can get like the original dynamic thing. So we have a dine resource. I don't think I can cast it, right? Oh, wait. Can I put a generic type on this here? So therefore we'd have to like do generics here, say what this type is gonna be. Maybe I can do that. Okay, so if I come back to here. So what if I do pub trait resource? I want to say I can do a type here, which I don't know what that is. We're gonna do a function get self and a reference to t. Oh, because like then I would need the t here. Wait, can I put the t here? No, you're still gonna need to know what that type is, which is then a problem. So like this is why this won't work. Okay. So, all right, we need to look into like a better way of doing the dine here, because when we're storing these away, this is not really helpful because we can't get them back out and we can't like turn them into what we want them to be. And if I try to cast it, I don't think I can cast it because I can't do something like this because like the T's not initialized. And so if I want to be able to support any type, okay, what if I do the any trait? So instead of dine resource, which means we don't even have that trait anymore, we have the any. Okay, it comes in as any. Oh, we need to pull that in. Okay, then Zombie Simulator is just really upset because of all these resources and other stuff. Kind of just gonna turn you all off for a second. And Okay, no more errors, so that way I'm clear to come back to here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend some time over in BBECS, and we can actually set up a test for this to make it a little bit faster iteration to like see how this is going. So in our resources, let's set up a config. Test section. Okay, so test. We're gonna have a yep, test like that function. So this is gonna be like an insert insert source. I guess this is really just gonna be like resources. I don't really know what to call it yet. We'll figure it out. I believe we can return results now. So in tests, although I haven't tested that. Do something like that. All right, so we're gonna create a new resources here. So yes, we'll do that resources equals resources new. Now I need to create a resource to add in. And so we know we're gonna try the any trait because I have seen other ECS libraries use that. So that might be helpful. So let's create ourselves down here any kind of resource that we want to use. If we're using the any trait, it might just literally be able to be anything. Okay, so what if I do so let's do like a background not background color, let's do like speed equals 42.0 F32. So you're very explicit, you're a F32. Now I want to take that and like insert that in. So I need to turn this into an any, which I think I can do here. Because I think I can do like speed dot. Let's try into, is there like an any, or is it any from? Okay, we could do the type ID. Okay, so we have this function isString, which takes in the S, which is dynet. Okay, so it's false, but isString this toString, which takes a dyne any. Okay, so I don't convert it over there. That would just allow me to then throw this in here, right? So then I could just do resources.add throw in added the speed. And that would kind of be it. So that would like add this in here. So let's go ahead and update add here. So we're going to take mutable reference itself and our resource. This could be a dyne any. Oh, and the name. So The name is just going to be speed. Okay, do I need to box you up before I do this? So maybe you need to be like a box dine any. In which case, then when I resort use out, then in here we're gonna do a RC new ref cell new, and then the resource. Okay, so you need to be boxed up. Okay, so you're yelling at me. Let's go ahead and just remove this add resource altogether and get resource. You're not gonna need to worry about this right now. Okay, so this is gonna be add. Let's not even worry about get. Let's just do this add first. Okay, so we're gonna add in, we're gonna take in anything and just throw it in there. And I want to make sure that we're in here. Okay, expected struct box found struct RC. Wait, library. Oh, you still haven't saved? Come on. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so everything is passing here in our test. So we've successfully added in something using the any trait. We've added in this F32. Now, I want to, so we have add, let's add in, if we want to get this out, it's like to extract this resource. So we want to let, I would want to do something like, oh here, let's not worry about that in the test. We'll write this function first and then we'll run it through the test. So pub function, we're gonna get reference to self, and the name impulse to string. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Now, what are we gonna return? It's gonna have to be an RC with a ref cell, not a ref cell with an dine any inside. Okay, so that means, oh, and we're gonna have this be an option. So if let some, this is gonna be our, just like our resource, equals self the data to get, named it to string close. Can I just do name.into? Will that work for like a lot of things? Maybe. They're gonna turn a sum resource. Okay. Dot clone. Otherwise, return a none. So if I do this, no, you can't. Okay, so it doesn't know how to do that. So we're gonna have to do a toString and then a reference there. So then here we want to get this out. So this is going to be extracted resource. Museum, hello. String from is whatever into. Okay, yeah. Do you know if there's a trait in the standard library for the toStr? I don't think there is, right? So to import into string, it'd work, and it's more. Oh, really? Okay, hold on. Hold on. That's a good idea. So this is import into string. Okay, that's what I want. Nope, stop. Import into string like that, and then this. I believe I could just do. Wait. Like that. Also, good morning, Museum. Okay, so it doesn't like you. So I wonder if I can go back to the names. Oh, yeah, no. This, okay, so if it's a stir that I'm passing in, it can't do that. It doesn't know how to do that. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, okay, so I can just implement it via equality plus borrowing. So get k key k where k string borrow. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that could be helpful. I'll get back to that in a second because that's not actually like the entire point of what I'm doing. So we'll just do this. That'll make you happy for a second. Okay, so let extracted resource is going to be equal to this get. So we're going to do resources.get this speed, and then the unwrap. That gives us this rc refcell any. Now I want to get this out and like use it and actually like see it, which means we're gonna have to cast it into what its original type was. Now we know what that original type is, so it should be fine. So if I do let extracted speed equals, I don't think it's quite that simple. So extracted resource. Oh, we can borrow at this point. So now we have the ref sign any. So then, okay, we can downcast. That might be what we need to do, is downcast. I don't know. Okay, so let's just downcast ref. So we need to tell you that you're going to be downcast ref dot unwrap, and you're going to be a type F32, I guess you're a reference to an F32. Can't borrow at the same time of here. You always use a type ID as a kid? Do you mean key? So I might have the same type twice in two different rows essentially of the hash map. So that's why I don't think I can use that. Oh, you provide a new type wrapper. That would create a unique type ID for the key. That would do that. Okay. Yeah, that could work for it. Let's see. So if I have the resource, okay, so versus speed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we get this out. Extract the speed. This is F32. But you, wait, I need to do this. So then you are going to be, so can I borrow here? And then downcast rep, okay, unwrap. And then I want to be able to assert equal that speed is equal to a dereferenced extracted speed. That's what we want to see here. You cannot borrow either, so I need to like have it in the middle. So let like borrowed source equals the extracted resource dot borrow. So that gives us that. Then I want to do the borrowed resource and do this to get that, and then assert equal strict comparisons. Let's also fix that. Can I just do that up here? Oh, can I do it for the entire test? So what is that? Allow. No. Compare. There we go. No. Okay, fine. You have to be up here. No? Wait. Oh wait, maybe I can, and I just had it wrong. Yeah, okay, I just had it wrong. I had too many. I just had too many compares or too many clippies. Kira Reyes, hello. This is Rust syntax. I'm in testing mode right now. Oh, the exclamation mark means it applies to the whole item, but it has to be at the top of the item. So where is that? That's mod test. Like that's right here. I'll just pretend that didn't happen. This also seems to work. So that applies to like the entire mod, I think. Okay. Okay, so we could just do It's hash. Oh, interesting. So it's you have the block of those. Is that in here? Or is that inside of mod test? That's inside of mod test, right? So it's something like this, where you just do that. Then hash bang. Allow Clippy float compare it like that. Remove you. That's not happy. Oh, there's no, okay. When I'm not looking at the block right. That's just that. Okay. Got it. I was like not seeing this as the beginning of your block. I was like thinking it was like a new thing that happened like, okay, I don't know. Just tired, I guess. Thank you, Museum, for that. Okay, so we're getting the speed out, and now it's like what we want it to be. We do have to downcast it, so there's a little bit of not fun here. Let's say that I wanted to like have a type around this. So to like do that entire like key thing. So we can have like struct speed is going to be an F32 in here. So we just do that. The speed so resources add. I don't know if I need to box the speed, right? I can maybe just do like speed 42.0. And what if I don't do this new name? Okay, so resources add, we're gonna just take in a can I just do input any? And there's no name. Don't worry for a second. Just work that way. Also save. Maybe save? Can you save? Okay, so then insert the name. Okay, I think it becomes a string, right? The type ID, you get a string, or is it like a separate thing altogether? I can't remember anymore. So this is going to be the resource dot type ID. What do you return? You return, oh, a type ID. So you become a type ID. Then we're going to throw in an RC ref cell new of this resource. Okay, that's going to be great. Now to extract this out, we don't need the name at all. But we do need the type, don't we? Like we need that type back. Oh, with a type ID map, you do, okay, map.get speed. Okay. So this could become a T for the type. We're going to return an option RC ref cell dyn any. Okay, so we're going to redo this a little bit. Basically, so we have the type ID is going to be equal to T Is it that? No. Is it type ID? I need to go. Okay, there's this of. Okay, so type ID of T. That's what I want. So type ID of T. That, okay, so that gives us this. Oh, wait. That's not right. That just gives me true or false, right? I want to actually get the type ID of something. Oh, it returns the type ID? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was like, why am I getting a bull here? Like, why are you showing me that it's a Boolean? That's doesn't feel right. Okay, because I was doing the syntax incorrectly. That's why. So it's okay. It is this. Okay, so now we have this type ID. So now I can do if let some source equals self dot data get and a reference to the type ID. We're going to return a sum source clone. Otherwise, we're going to return a none. The parameter type T will not live long enough. Okay. T has to be an any and a static. Okay, so let's do that. You have to be an any plus static. Okay, there we go. Nice. You can't do a type ID of a reference or unisize type, basically. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thank you for the help, Museum. All right, so now this changes our gets now, right? So we can rewrite this a little bit. We've added the resource in. Now we want to extract this resource out. So let our sort of like extracted speed. How do we do this? It's let speed equals. This is now going to be resources dot get, and I think I have to give it the type here. So that's going to be a speed, like that. Then we're going to unwrap okay, that gives me this RC ref solid. Now, can I clone you at this moment too? I can, and it literally doesn't matter because it's just that RC. Oh, can I borrow you right now? That's what I really want. Not clone. No, I can't borrow and unwrap at the same time. So we're basically going to get a wrapped speed out of here. No, Copilot is not handling turbofish at all very well yet. It might eventually get there. It's getting better. But it's still very drunk. Okay, so we have a wrapped speed, and so now I want to borrow this so that speed equals the wrapped speed dot borrow is this refdine any. So I also want to downcast ref. Now you are going to be just a reference to a F32. You're not going to be a reference to an F32. Also, you prefer, okay, you give me an option. Can I do this? Can I do turbofish syntax? I guess you're like a speed, right? There we go. And now we can do assert equal. You normally downcast in your get. Oh, okay. So let's try that in a second. So we're going to assert equal. No. Assert equal. We're going to have our 42.0 is going to be our speed dot 0. So this should work again. Temporary value dropped while borrowed. Consider using a let binding to create a longer lived value. Okay, so we're trying to borrow and then downcast ref. Okay, so that's, I can't borrow and downcast at the same time. Okay, yeah, I'm using a borrow, an RC and a ref cell. Yeah, so that makes it a little bit tougher. We can choose not to use that for references because like only one thing should have access to it at the same time. But it would be nice not to have to. Give mutable access to the world, like constantly. So basically, I would need to do this. I would need to do a borrowed speed equals this, and then we can do let speed equals borrowed speed dot that. Linking failed. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is another way to do it. It's a little bit, tiny bit better. Now, if I wanted to like hide the borrow, and so we get this ref dine any inside of here. When we do the get, there's a possibility that it doesn't exist, but I guess I could convert if instead of an option coming out. Well, okay, so let's say I would do this borrow in here. So in get, we're gonna do resources.clone and then a borrow. Actually, can I just do the borrow here? Now here, we're just gonna do a ref. Then we don't need this borrow anymore, which means we don't need this line anymore. We're just gonna say, okay, wrap speed, then just downcast this, which means we might be able to do this all in one line, right? Like, can I then say, you are a reference to a speed. We're gonna downcast ref. And unwrap you. In that case, I don't need you at all. Then you can just be a speed. Temporary value dropped. No, okay, I can't do that. Make resources work normally and then do the interior mutability higher up. Oh, really? Okay, so I could basically, instead of holding RC ref cells any here, this would have to be a this would have to be a box though, right? Like we have to do like a box dine any at this point. So we take ownership of this, insert, let's be a box, new resource, okay. So when we get you out, we're not gonna get a ref dine any. Actually, no, we are. Because, wait, no, we're not. Get a box. So, box, dine any. So then here, okay, get ID. Okay, so some that resource. We're not going to borrow you. It's just this resource, like that. I guess we clone it. Oh, you wouldn't. A clone of a box. It's not like RC. It's not like the interior mutability. I don't think I can do this, right? So wait a second. Do I even need this? Gives me a box of this. Actually, I think we can just get away with this. Okay, it's a reference to a box. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Then down here, okay, so speed. I actually don't need this type. Do I? So okay, resources get a box coerces into a a ref t or a mute ref t. Okay, so get passing this thing. Okay. Then unwrap. That gives me the ref box. Okay. Then downcast ref. Type annotations needed. Okay, so can I do this now? So this is gonna be a speed. That. And then an unwrap. Okay, so can we do our downcast ref at this point? In here. Because if we have this T, and it's the same one here, so maybe, I want to return a reference to a T, if that's possible. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna say, we're gonna get the data out. So if let sum source equals self dot data dot get reference to the type ID. Okay, so we have that there. If it's an else, we're just gonna do a none. So that's gonna be easy. Now in here, we get this reference and I want to downcast it. So I want to do a sum resource downcast ref T, like that. And you already return an option, don't you? So then here, I don't need to do any of that stuff. We just do a get with an unwrap. And that gives us the speed. Ooh, look at that. Okay, this is so much nicer of an interface now. Look at, so we grab the speed. We just say like, hey, resources, get speed, unwrap this. And there's also downcast mute. For a single line, self the data that get the reference to the ID. Okay, so hold on. For a single line, self the data get. Okay, so in here, self the data get. It's this ID. Oh, right, because I can do that. Oh, I totally forgot. Because I can do this, because I'm returning an option. Like, I go back and forth between remembering that this is possible and also not remembering this is possible. So, we can just do this. So, don't need you. So then, downcast ref. Much nicer. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And then it sounds like we can do the same thing with get mute. So function get mute, get t, which is any plus static option mute t. Okay, yes, that's true. Let our type ID. Okay, so we're gonna get the type ID. Then get mute. I'll reference the type ID. Downcast. Downcast mute. downcast mute. And I think that's it, right? Oh, yeah. Actually, you just figured out what this is automatically, don't you? Because of this return type, I don't need you. Because it knows that this return type is set up for us. Yeah. Okay, so that makes this interface really, really, really nice. Maybe for resources we don't need to like wrap it in RC ref cell. The other ones we absolutely will, but at some point in time. If you want to remove, okay, and a box T. I don't think I need to remove. We're just gonna be like replacing and like resetting. But okay, so if we do something like this, we come back to a world and now we want to add, and I want to like I want to do add and like get the two gets, right? So we have a pub function, add resource. So we're going to take in a mutable reference to self. I'm going to take in the resource, which is going to be a impl any. And I don't think we need to return anything. We're just going to do self.resources.add and hand it the resource. And that's it. Then we're going to have the get resource. You're going to have a T, which is an any plus static. And we're going to return an option with a reference to a T inside. So we're going to do self.resources dot get T, like that. You can't have runtime generated keys. I don't think I'm gonna need any runtime generated keys in this instance, at least for the resources. I think we'll be fine. So pub function get resource mute. So this t any mute. Okay, well, close. And we're gonna return an option with a mute T inside. Yes. That resources that get mute T. Okay. Now let's head back into our main library here and sort of like figure this out, right? So first of all, our resources is gonna be different now. So so like this background color, we're gonna have a pub struct background color with a color inside. Oh, come on. We'll just do these over again. Like we don't even need this the strum macro anymore. Okay, so we have this pub mod background color. Okay, so pub struct background color. Come on. Oh, a similar name exists. Where? Where? Oh, wait. In BPECS resources, similar name exist. So wait a second, visit and resource in here. First of all, I don't need you. I need you. Where? Or am I doing anything close to that in here? Okay. Just when in doubt, restart Rust Analyzer. Okay, so this gets exported out. We're gonna head back to the main library here. We're going to add a resource. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna take in our background color, which is this color here. And we're gonna create our background color. So we're gonna add a resource in at this point in time. So I'm just gonna redo all of this. So we're gonna do a world dot add resource, and our resource is gonna be a background color, the background color. Okay. Cannot initialize a tuple struct which contains private fields. Do you have to be public? I didn't think you have to do like public stuff like that, right? I think it's mostly like you're just upset that I don't have that. Right, but why? Let's see. How do I make the tuple part public? Do I have to say something like pub color? Oh, I guess I do. Okay. I don't think I've ever initialized a tuple struct in a different file before. So that's probably the reason why I had trouble with it. Okay, so we create this. Okay, so we've added that in here. Now, if I want to get this out, we're gonna extract it at this point in time. So we're gonna say let background color is gonna be equal to, it's close, self dot world dot get resource can be a background color like that. This is an option, so we're gonna just we'll just unwrap you, and then we can do a background color, and I think we have to clone you. We either have to clone you or like dereference you, because you take like an actual background color. Oh, sorry. We don't even have to dereference you. We could just do background color dot zero. Okay. So okay, that works. That works fine. So struct foo i32 could be initialized as foo 0. Oh really? I didn't know. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Hi Zilby. Zilby, hi. Come here. Hey. Okay, you're just gonna hang out back there. Great. Okay, so we should be setting this up. Let's go ahead and like try to actually get the window showing. It's Kitty. Kitty Cat is behind everything. Oh, actually, I think I can. Cat can't. Yeah, you can kind of see him hiding back behind. Oh yeah, I could do that. I'm not. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm not using Copilot in like to make it helpful for Copilot right now. I'm doing it the way I want to do it, and Copilot needs to figure it out. That's my opinion. With Copilot is like I'm training it more than it's helping me. But hence most betas, especially with betas where they're like it's not supported. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, we got that out there. We've implemented all of this stuff. This is all great. Let's head back into main. We need to now, okay, so we have our context. We need to do the entire run thing. Like I don't need any of this right this second. I'm just gonna let it hang around. Okay, we get our main state, and then I think what we can do is we have to. Is it just the event loop run? No. Oh, it's event run. Hand it a mutable reference to the context. We need to hand it a mutable reference to the event loop, which means we need to get here. And then we need a mutable reference to main state, which means you need to be you. And then we can question mark you and return you. Okay, no errors. So if I run this, we get a black background there. Yeah, that's actually really nice. I like this a lot. Yeah, this entire system is really nice. Okay, so just to prove that this is working, if I change this to white, of course I need to like pull in white so it knows what that means. But now everything should just be white, and it's storing in the resources in the world. So we're grabbing that out. So perfect. Okay, next up, the arena size. So like the world size. Now, what we need to do here is like actually set that up. So let I think it's like the window mode. If you import deref for your new type, then it'll act like the inner type. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Hold on. I wanna experiment that while I have you here. Okay, so that's gonna be in our background color here. So we want to import deref for background color. So type target, I think this would just be color, right? Yeah. Function deref self equals like self target. And here, we're just gonna say self.0, right? Then we can go back to the main library and just deref this. Okay, so if I try to deref you, oh wait, I deref the wrong thing. Wait, target color. Can I just do this to a reference to target? Can I just do color? Then I don't need this at all. Never mind, I do need this. Oh, okay, so I have two. Okay, hold on. So let's put this back here. So if I do this, I need two derefs. I hadn't thought about that. So I need like that. There we go. I needed double deref to deref it out. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Cool. Let's set our window mode. Our window mode, we're gonna do a default and then dot dimensions. So we're gonna set this to be like 800.0, 800.0. That gives us a window mode, and then here, window mode. So if I run you should be that 800 by 800 now. That doesn't look like a square, but I think that I'm being thrown off by this top bar. I think this part is. Or bgcolor dot Deref. Oh yeah, that would probably look a lot better. That probably would look a lot better. Because dot will deref once automatically, and then the other dot will deref the next one. Okay. Mismatch types. Okay, found. Oh, then we're gonna have to just clone. Because it implements copy trait. Yeah. So we still So we still need that. Fun. Okay, so we have this. Now, if I want, like, we were going to pass in the arena size, which is this vector 2 here. But I probably don't want to do. I mean, this is fine for right now. But in the main library up here, we would want another data resources. So arena size. Hub struct arena size, but you're gonna be a. I guess in here, we could just have, yeah, a width. Hub width is F32. Height is F32. Okay, width and height. Okay, so you're gonna be a. I guess it would be like self, right? Or arena size, like what you're gonna go into. Then when we deref, you're gonna come into that, and so we're gonna say just is it really just self? It might be, right? I don't need deref here, but you can make it return a tuple if you want it to be weird. Oh, okay, so it's like just, oh, okay, so I don't need a deref all the time. Oh, when it's a tuple type, that's when I need a deref. Okay, got it. I don't need deref. Then in our main library, we're going to now insert this in. Okay, so here's our pub function new. We have this arena size, this vector 2, which is just like an easy way for us to like think about and is in. So we need to create, let's let like, so what if I, instead of this arena size vector 2, what if this was actually an arena size, right? Then I can do world to add resource arena size, just like that. We're happy there. Main is unhappy. Main is going to be unhappy because you need to not be this vector 2 anymore, but now you're going to be an arena size new 800 by 800. But everything else is gonna be fine. So now I can extract that out if I want to. Okay, so I think we're slowly like getting this set up and going in here. All right, so that's sort of like redoing a bunch of the resources, but it's gonna be a lot nicer now. So then if I wanted to like continue on like figuring stuff out, we're like, what was the next part of like the simulation would be? It would be getting like, if I want to like display the arena. Okay, so we're displaying the arena size correctly. I want to then be able to probably update, probably just like create a bunch of our entities. That's probably what we're gonna care about, is like creating a bunch of our entities for like the players. So probably just like create one human entity and throw them on in the simulation, and just have them sitting there. Like that's all we would care about, is just have them sitting there in like the middle or whatever, and just like not doing anything but displaying. So that's, I think, what we're going to start working on tomorrow. Musean, are you going to stream? If you're going to stream, you can start up right now and I'll raid you. Otherwise, we can find somebody else to raid. Let's see. Who do we have? Otherwise, let's see, who is... We could raid Tisodine again. Or Retro MMO is streaming as well. Let's see if I can